Good afternoon, guys. Had lunch, everyone? Feeling relaxed, relieved? Okay. There was a lot of discussion which was going around CSAT. Parliamentary panel was discussing about CSAT has to be liberalized or else has to be changed, has to be eradicated, many things. I think UPSC has made the shift towards GS now. So do you see the same thing for GS now? No, can't, right? So in 2023, also same thing happened with respect to CSAT there. Okay. There was a paradigm shift in the way the question were asked. See, that's so easy after a day or two with analysis, with lot of relaxed time to frame key answers and to the discussion. But at that point of time, yeah, of course, GS was critical this time, isn't it? CSAT was liberal. Okay. If you have done a decent practice, if you have attended the class, many of the questions are reflected in one or the other. Let's see. We'll take a quant and reasoning discussion today entirely. So almost 53 questions according to our count. Here and there, one or two may be there. So that was obvious, 27, 28 from RC. RC was also not tough, not lengthy. Okay, predictable one. Inference, conclusion, and assumption as usual. Message, critical message. Okay, we'll take that in a different session. As of now, we take 2026 paper, guys. Yeah, familiar question? Yes. Arrangement. As I told, this is an arrangement. How many words can be formed by shuffling the letters of the word? Q is always followed by U. So the first two letters has to be what? Q. Okay. That has to be followed means it's nothing but together. In the class also we have learned that how to keep it together. Tie them up. Make Q and U. Isn't it? Q is always followed by. Okay. U. Isn't it? Q is followed by U or U is followed by Q. Q is followed by U. Okay. Not this one. This has to be the case, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. U is followed by U. Take this as one character. And the remaining character, write as it is. Okay. Q and U. E, U, E. Count the characters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4 characters are there. If 4 characters are there, it has to be arranged in a 4 factorial ways. Divide by. There are 2 E's. Hence, divide by 2 factorial to avoid the repetition. Again, there are how many U's? 2 U's. Divide again by 2 factorial to avoid the repetition of 2 U's. Okay. In between, see, among themselves only they can change their order, U and E, Q. Hence, into 2 factorial. Okay. So, this is 4 factorial is how much? 24 by 2. Answer is option D, 12. Okay. Very similar questions we have done in the class also. Not a tough one. Okay. Next question. Yeah, this is a pretty famous question. How many zeros? 10 power m into 1000. In 1000 already we have what here? 3 zeros. Okay. Totally how many zeros we can make out of this one? Out of which take out 3 zeros. That itself is your answer. Isn't it? How to make zeros? We have to count the number of 2's and number of 5's. Number of 5's and number of 2's. Okay. Can I write this 32 as 2 power 5? 2 power 5 whole power 75. 75 into 5 is 375. Okay, that's more in number. So do not necessarily to count the 2's. Shall I count the 5's here? Yes. In this 75, can I write this as 3 into 25? We don't require this one, right? Ignore 3. Okay, so 75 can be written as 24 to the power of 25 and 3 power 25. Ignore the 3's. Into. Okay, can I write this as again 25 to the power of 32? No more 5's here, right? Okay, can I count the 5's here? How many 5's here? This is 5 square to the power of 25 into 25. 5 square to the power of 32. So how many 5's are there? 2 into 25, which is 50. This will be 64. 50 plus 64. 114. Isn't it? Totally 114 zeros you can make. But already there are how many zeros here? 3 zeros. So m has to be how many? Triple 1. Okay. Have you done these kind of questions? Yes. Next one. The speed of a train T is 100 kilometers per hour and the speed of a person P is 4 kilometers per hour. T crosses P in 15 seconds if P travels along the direction of the motion of T. Meaning if they are traveling in the same direction, this train can overtake this person in how many seconds? 15 seconds if they are moving in a same direction. Okay. Similarly, along the direction of the motion of T. If P travels along the opposite direction of the T, then in how much time? Okay. Look here now. Come sit. The length of the train, as you given? No. Let's call it as L. What is the length of the man? Negligible. 0 compared to the length of the train there. Okay. In this 15 second, what has happened? A train of length has crossed a man of length 0 with divided by what speed? When they are moving in the same direction, what happens to their speed? Yeah, it will get subtracted. What is that speed? 100 km per hour and 4 km per hour. So this becomes what? 96 km per hour. But this is in second kilometer per hour conversion. 96 into 5 by 18. Okay, 5 by 18 goes this side. So the length of the train L will be 15 into 96 into 5 by 18. So this is 6 into 3, 6 into 16, 3 into 5. 5 into 5 is 25, 25 into 16. 250, 150, 400 meters. Yes. Okay, 400 meters it is. Now, a train of length 400 meters. A train of length 400 meters. A train of length 400 meters. Moving at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour is crossing a man coming from the opposite direction. Okay, in how much time? That's the question, right? Okay, approximately. So T is equal to 400 plus 0 divided by, what is the speed? 4 kilometers per hour. What happens to the speed here? Addition. So 104 what? Kilometers per hour will be equal to again 5 by 18. So this is equal to 400 into 18 whole divided by what? 104 into 5. Come on, approximately try this one. See, this is not a typical UPSC kind of option. This is kind of a banking or SSC. Okay, very close here. 13.65, 85, 51 and all. We haven't seen many such questions, okay, with these kind of options. So precisely you have to do it. If it was not the case, we would have approximated it. Madi madam. Yeah. Solve these kind of questions in less than 3 minutes. We can. This is a doable one, and we already have familiarity of these kind of questions, isn't it or not? Similar question we have done multiple examples. There are only 4 conditions, Alapa. Okay, train passing the train, same direction, opposite direction. Train passing a man. Okay, who's standing, who's moving, isn't it or not? And also train passing another bridge, platform, these kind of. Only 4 conditions we already have done. Asal Madidivi. It's not about boasting things here, okay? As I mentioned in the class also, same thing has to be reflected at least to get qualified. Pass August questions prati varsha irtade. Who got set A? Set A yarg bandito? Bandita? First on the 5 question hange alvenappa? Data sufficiency. Okay, mundu kodre easy itta. Okay, how much we are getting approximately? 13.85. Okay, 13.8584. This must be your answer there. Okay, do the calculation. That's it. Next question. What is the minimum number of times one need to measure to get 298 liters of water from a tank if the measuring cylinder has a capacity of 1 liter, 6 liter, 25 and 100? This is a hack. This is a hack there. Okay, we have done a very similar kind of hack of measuring it. Remember? Okay, rather than I have given an example of measuring a banana, how to measure certain odd. If there is a less of 20 gram, he'll put 20 gram of white this side so that it will get balanced. Similarly, okay, we have a maximum here. See, to minimize the attempts, we have to start from the maximum here. 100 liters, I'll take 3 times. 100, 100, 100. Totally how many? 300 is there. Okay, in this 300, we have to make it 298 using the same vessels given. Can I make it? Yes. How many times? Yeah, 2 times of 1 liter. 1 liter if I take out, will it become 298? Yes. What is the minimum number of attempts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 attempts. Okay. This is the 5 attempts. It's not about making 100, 100, 200 and afterwards making with 25. No. This is a hack. Very similar in 2023 also. In the class also we have discussed about this one. Okay, next question. A cut on a solid object divides the object into 2 parts, where the new surface that produced are plane. On the other hand, one single cut can be used to cut more than one object at a time. In an experiment, the total number of pieces produced by applying n cuts is denoted by x. N. The experiment is performed on a solid cube where pieces remain unmoved after each cut. In this experiment, if after the third cut the pieces are identical, then which of the following is not a possible value of x4? x4 means how many cuts you have to make? N is the number of cuts here. What is the value of n here? 4 cuts. Okay, you have to do 4 cuts. By doing 4 cuts, which of these are not possible? Okay, what kind of solid this one? Anything you take. Okay, anything. I'll take a something square or a rectangle. Okay, can I make 5 cuts using 5 pieces using 4 cuts? The target C is to make 5 pieces appa. 5 piece madಬೇಕು. How many cuts you have to do? Only 4 cuts allowed. Only 4 cuts allowed. Can I make 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts and make 5 pieces? Agalva Raja? Okay, always if it is n number of cuts, the pieces are n plus 1. Remember, 3 dimensional we have done this one in the class also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Okay, so this is not an option. What he says, which of the following is not a possible value? This is a possible value. 5 is possible. Next, remember we used to count the triangles like this. How many triangles are there? How many triangles? 16. What is the number of cuts are made? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 16 is also what? Possible, right? Okay, next case. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Now 8 pieces. Is it or not? Okay. So how many cuts I made? 4 cuts. Using these 4 cuts, I have made how many pieces? 8 pieces. So 8 pieces also we can make. If I write one more time here, that is the 12 pieces, but 5 cuts. Hence, what is not possible? Okay, you should have avoided these kind of questions. Even avoid modbeki, though it's similar, but out of our practice zone. Okay, yeah. Next question. The class average X in a test increased by 4 when the score of a student is rectified from 100. Okay, 0 to 100. Earlier it was counted as what? 0, but actually 100. Now look here. 100 marks get added. What do you mean by average? You are dividing the 100 marks equally among everybody. And each person is getting 4, 4, 4, 4. Hence the average increases by 4. So how many students are there? 100 rupees na divide madidira. Okay, got 100 rupee. Okay, each person is getting 4, 4, 4, 4. How many people are there? 25 students. Isn't it or not? Okay, aste. So when 100 got added, the average got increased by how much? Plus 4. So overall average plus 4, right? Next time when what you did? Later the score of another student was found to have been recorded as 81 at the place of 56. But this is the right one. This is the wrong one. How much has to be reduced? 25 has to be reduced, isn't it? Isn't it or not? 25. How many students are there? 25 students are there. How many marks you are reducing? 25 marks if you reduce. The average reduces by what? 1. Average reduces by 1. Earlier average was increasing by 4. Now it got decreased by 1. Effectively, what is the change? 3. That's what y minus x. Okay. Yeah, addition. Okay, I have mentioned in strategy session also. A person was added, a person was removed, replaced. Okay, these kind of questions will be there. If I had if I had asked for how many students, then that would be 25. Next question. Okay, x, y, z are three variables which take values 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, such that their values are always distinct. What he says? Always distinct. If m and n denote the largest possible value, m is the largest and n is the smallest possible value respectively for the expression x into y plus z, then m minus n he is asking. Okay, isn't it or not? How to get the highest value? Take the highest number, isn't it? There is no minus here. It's plus and multiplication. Whatever you put the highest, you will get the highest output only. So highest numbers are those. Okay, 4 into 5 plus, yeah, you can do this one, right? 23. Okay, again here also, what is it? Smallest you take 2 into 3 plus 4. Okay, if you want, you can try for 3 into 4 and 2. That's a greater one. Okay, larger than this one. So 6 plus 4, 10. What is the difference here? Doable one. Okay, a basic board mass you can say. Shall we move? ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಸೆಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಈ ತರ ಸೈನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಇವನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ. ಈಸಿನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ. Okay, there is a puzzle here which says 7 people A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, it's in the order. Travels by 3 cars X, Y, Z. I'll make the cars here. X, Y, Z cars. A and another 2 of them travel by X. And how many are going in X? 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And confirmly we know that A is traveling by X. Till here completed. Only E travels with G, meaning you make a code here. E and G are traveling together. Okay, C travels by Z. C travels by Z here, but B does not travel by Y. Okay, B is not going to travel here, travels by Y. Besides, A and B do not travel by the same car. So where B is traveling then? Where A is traveling, B is not traveling, and B can't travel in Y also. So the only place left off for B is Z. Okay, A and B do not travel by the same. Then which of the following are correct? Okay, E and G, where they are traveling? In along with the X. A and another 2, right? These 2 people are going together. So this is E and G. Okay, so who are left out? You know, only E travels with G, huh? Where is it? Only, yes. Only E travels with G. Okay. So it has to be, yeah, E and G. That's right, that's right. Okay, only. Then who are left? A, B, C, D, E, F, R. Okay, these are the 2 people. That's right. Okay. Yeah, answer appropriately now. No one travels alone. Correct, huh? Only D travels with F. Only D travels with F. Wrong. Because A is also traveling there. Only C travels with B. Yes. So only 1 and 3. Oh, that's right. 1 and 3. Okay. Puzzle. This is a doable one. Next question. There are 4 statements X, Y, Z and W. Their relations are as follows. Okay, we'll make a relationship. This is like a equality inequality kind of question there. If X is incorrect, then so is Z. Meaning, if we'll make a code out of it first. If X is wrong, then what happens? Z. Z is also wrong. If X is correct, then Z is correct. They are directly proportional tara. Okay. Similarly, next one, W is correct. If Y is correct, then W is correct. Okay, if Y is correct, Y is incorrect. If Y is incorrect, then W is correct. Okay, if Y is correct, then W has to be incorrect. Correct? Next, W is correct, then X is incorrect. If W is correct, then X is incorrect. If X is correct, then W has to be incorrect. Isn't it or not? Okay. You can make a code relation something like this. You can start from X, Z, Z to Y. If X is correct, then so is Y. Which of the following is correct? If X is correct, so is Y. Okay. If X is correct, what happens? If X is correct, what happens here? W becomes wrong. If W becomes wrong, Y becomes right. Okay. So, if X is correct, then Y is also correct is a valid statement here. Agree, sir? Okay. Same W. Illindil jump madkali. Okay. Then proportionately Y also. Nodi X is correct. W has to be wrong. If W is incorrect, wrong, then Y has to be correct. Okay. Second case. If Z is correct, where is it? If Z is correct, then X is also correct. Then it is not necessary that Y is correct. See, if Z is correct, okay, then X has to be correct. If X is correct, W has to be incorrect. If W has to be incorrect, this has to be what? Correct. Okay, it has to be correct only, not necessarily Allah. It has to be correct. So this becomes what? Wrong statement. So only one. Not necessarily andre eradu agbodagiತ್ತು ಅಂತ. Okay, illa ade ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ. Another one, we don't have any clue there. Hence. Okay. Next one. The weight of X in kg is denoted by X. The weight of A, B, C, D, P, Q, R and S are measured given. Okay, let's solve this one first. Okay, equation kind of. A, B, C, D is equal to 17, in which A plus C is equal to what? 6. If A plus C is plus 6, then B plus D is equal to how much? 11. Okay. P plus Q plus S plus D is equal to 15. P, Q, R, B is equal to 17. P is equal to what? R. So at the place of P, I can put R. This also, can I put it R? Yes. Then Q and S are same. Okay. Let's make this Q as S. This also S. This Q also yes. Okay. And this R, let's make it as what? R early bidi. Okay. So we have made it into, and D plus B anyway, we know that. This will be what here? R plus 2S plus D is equal to 15. Correct? Okay. R plus, yeah, this is R Jagdalin Brinapa. This is 2R. Okay. 2R plus S plus B is equal to what? 17. Okay. If I add these two, look here now. R plus 2R, 3R plus 2S plus S, 3S plus D plus B. What is D plus B? 11. If I put here 11 plus 11 is equal to, this also gets added here. How much this one? 32. So 3R plus 3S is equal to 21. R plus S, if I take common here 3, it will get cancelled 7 times, isn't it? R plus S is equal to what? 7. B plus D is equal to what? 11. Okay. At the place of R, R is equal to what? P. I can put P here, right? Okay. At the place of S, I can put Q is also equal to what? 7. Okay. Go for the statements now. B and D together weigh less than that of the weight of P and Q. B and D is less than P and Q. Ante. P and Q is how much? 7. B and D, is it less? No. More adu. Okay. P and Q together weighs more than the total weight of AC. How much is AC? 6. P and Q, is it more than AC? Yes. This is your option. That's it. No combination. P only. Okay, sir. P weighs more than Q. We don't know. Okay. Whether P and Q, we don't know. Okay. We cannot find out R and S, P and Q, A and C. Q weighs. This is also doable in a form. Okay. Yeah. Anybody, what is the approach? Ringing the bell madidwalrapa ade tara. Okay, a person comes to the same point again and again. Yeah, this is nothing but what? LCM. Okay, X, Y, Z, jump forward. Whatever you can take here, inches or units, 4 units, 6 units, 5 units respectively. Okay, at 8 AM they all land on the mark what? 199. Okay, rather than 199, you can assume this as 200 also, nearest number. Okay, you can take +1 everywhere. Okay, this becomes 196, this becomes 1001, so on. Okay, interval already there. They reach the next mark by 9 a.m. If all of them cross mark 1000, then how many times will they all land on the same marking? Need not to be at the same moment between mark 195 and 1000. Okay, need not to be same, but the marking has to be same. Okay, now look here. If somebody is 4, okay, another one 5, another one 6, they are jumping. At some point, they have to come to the same point, right? What is that point here? LCM. What is the LCM? 4, 5, and 6 though, which is nothing but here 6 into 2 and 5. Isn't it 10? Okay, 60. LCM is equal to 60. Okay, 60. Not rapidly. Forget about the time. Time is also not important here. At 199, they all come together. Bandidara. Again, next to 60 points, 60 units, they all come together. Means what? That will be 259. So rather than adding like this, can I take it as 200 here? Okay, 200 anta ankondu hogana. Next ಏನಪ್ಪ? 260. Next is 320. You can manually do this one, or else you can go for a factorization directly, or else manually madana. Okay, let it be 15 seconds extra. 320. Come on, add and tell me. 380, 440, then 500, 560, 620, 680, 740, 800, 860, 920 and 980. Isn't it or not? Okay, 980, or you can take it as 979, that is. Okay, see, between 195 and 1000, between 195 and 1000 only we are having, right? So how many times count? How many times? 14 times. 14 times. This also has to be counted, isn't it or not? Because he says what? Between these two means there is 199 also, 979 also. Okay, including both, +1. Remember? Yeah, starting also. Okay, anyway, it's embedded in here only. Got it? Okay, next one. He jumps forward, backward. Okay, this is like a, see, profit and a loss. Okay, one way profit, one way loss, or else jumping and sliding down. Similarly, effectively, how many? Okay, look here now. This can be solved using alligation. Remember the process of alligation? Alligation solve maadu. How many jumps totally? 31 jumps. Okay. He moves exactly 15 forward. In this 31 jumps, effectively he has moved what? 15 units forward. Okay, 15 units forward hogidane. 31 jumps. Then what is the difference of the number of forward and backward jumps? In this 31, how many are? Yeah, forward. How many are? Backward. Now, assume that all the jumps are forward jumps. Assume that all the jumps are forward jumps, madam. What are the total units he has traveled there? 31 into 5. Isn't it or not? 31 into 5. What is 31 into 5? 155. This is the forward. Isn't it? Similarly, if you go, everything is backwards, let's say. How many? Each backward is 2 units. 31 jumps backwards. So totally 62. Isn't it difference? Okay. Now, actually he has traveled how much totally? If you take the difference here, what is the difference here? This is 170. This will be 77. Okay. Difference means this is minus so. This is plus so. Okay. In the number line, minus 62 and plus 15. Okay. What is the difference here? 77. Okay. What is the ratio here? Correct? No. Wait. This has to be minus here. This also plus sala. Okay. This is 140 na. Okay. 140. What is the ratio here? 20 and 11. Okay. 11 no. Forward. Backward so 20. Difference is? Okay. Alligation. There were 3 questions of alligation this time. Okay, sir. Remember these kind of techniques we have used in alligation. Assume that all are heads or tails, okay, or else legs. All was invested at certain money. Likewise, okay. Assume that all the commodity was sold at profit. Assume all at loss. Effective loss. Ratio ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅದೇನೇ ಇದು. Okay. 8 people PQ RSTUV. Okay, it's a seating arrangement, right? Okay, help me with the data here. How many people's question? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seated with equal distances between two consecutive seats. Okay, illivargu nodi no data. Everything is just instruction. Both P and R are adjacent to Q. See, P and R are adjacent to Q means this can be in the form of PQR or else RQP. Okay, make the codes. Remember, always codes. Both T and R are adjacent to yes. Okay, T R or else R yes T. Both U and W are adjacent to V. U and W. U and W and U. This is V, right? Okay. S and W are opposite chairs. Now, can I fill this one in the first place itself? S and W. It's completely empty. S and W. Empty. If while going in the clockwise direction, if you travel like this, around the table from P, one meets R before T. One meets R before T. Means what is the order here? First two, from P, one meets R before T. So this has to be what? P, R, T. This is the order. Isn't it? Not necessarily in the same order there. Okay, let's now. Afterwards, then how many person Q shall stop? Third ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಏನಪ್ಪ? ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಅದೇ ಮಾಡೋಣ ತಡಿಯೋ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? If I put P here, okay, immediately R can't be there because definitely there is who? Q. Okay, Q comes here. Then after Q there has to be R. Then after R there is yes. After yes, who has to come? T. Okay, after yes. Okay, R S T. Oh yeah. R S T. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು W ಬಂತಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋಯ್ತಿದು. U and V na. Okay, W ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So V and U. Not a difficult at all. Oh, what is the question there? How many people shall Q cross while moving in the clockwise direction around the table to meet W? So Q has to, where is Q? Yuna, he has to meet who? W in the clockwise direction. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Circular arrangement. Next question. The top of the table is rectangular in its dimension 6 by 10. Okay. This is 6, this is 10. Two rectangular portions of the tabletop are painted in the blue color. Okay, in the blue color. They are also what in shape? Both of portion dimension 2.5 into 8 and also each, he says, right? Underline the details. 2.5 into 8 ಎರಡು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, but there is a condition of them. Exactly two sides common with two edges of the tabletop. For this table, and for this portion which we are painting, you must have two common sides. Okay, means like this. Okay, what is the dimension? 2.5 into 8. Okay, ಹೀಗಂದು. Okay, 2.5 ಇದು. This will be 8 like this. Okay, two sides adjacent here. Similarly, if you have to, if I adjacent only, if I draw this one, this will be only one side. Hence, the possibility is what here? Like this one. Okay, 2.5 ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು. This will be 8. Agree? What is the color? Blue. This is blue, right? This is also blue. Remaining is white. This T-shaped is white only. Okay, this is one pattern. Isn't it or not? Now he says, see, if the table is fixed to the ground and the remaining portion of the table is painted in white, how many different patterns are possible when observed from the top? Okay, if you are seeing from the top view, okay, this is one such pattern, right? Now, similarly, these two things has to be shuffled in certain way that they have to be merged with the two sides with this tabletop. Okay, how many different ways? This is two ways, right? One way. Can I move this to these two corners? Okay, this is the one case, right? The second case would be like this. And what else? The third case will be like this. The fourth case will be like this. Okay, what else? Central bandre ಎರಡು adjacent ಹೆಂಗಾಗ್ತದೆ? Okay, so logically it has to be 4. If there is certain hack, I don't know, because you cannot put it in diagonal like this. Diagonally ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಹೀಗೆ? Okay, ಹಿಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, I don't know if he is considering this also, I don't know. Okay, maybe ನೋಡೋಣ. If that is the case, unfortunate, ಅದು 4 as of now. It was supposed to be 4. Next case. ಇದು ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪ, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡಾಕಿದೆ ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷದ, ಅದೇ ಬಂದಿದೆ. A pattern formed by the two characters A and B is repeated more than once in the following string. Okay, you make it like this one. ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರೋದು ನೆನಪಾಗುತ್ತಾ? BAB. Okay, two clues. One is, you see the cluster where there is no break, it will give you certain clue. Okay, and also you can break by counting the number of characters. If you have seen that video, okay, that's a 10 minutes video, nodi. Adralli how many characters are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Okay, see, majority of the time 15 will be 5 into 3. If it doesn't work, then go for 3 into 5. 5 into 3 check madana. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this is A. 1 2 3 4 5. This is also starting with A. In a way, it is pattern is working. Okay, let's check now. It has to be BAB. If I put here BAB, this also becomes what? BAB. Okay, if I put A here, it's a pattern. ABB AB. A BB AB. A BB AB. Okay. Yeah, what's your answer? Oh, he's asking for the 7th and 8th position, Allah. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. BB. Okay, doable one. Suppose x, y, z are variables taking positive real numbers as their possible values. He says what here? Real numbers means what? Integers as well as decimals. It can be anything. It is given that y is directly proportional to x square. Y is directly proportional to what? X square. Okay, if I have to equate this one, I have to involve one of the constant here, k, into x square, right? Okay, next case. And x is inversely proportional to z. X is inversely proportional to z. So x is equal to, okay, if this is one constant, I'll take one more constant, k2, divided by z. Hinga. Okay, this is the value of y, this is the value of x there. For z is equal to 7 by 25. Z value is equal to 7 by 25. The values of x and y are, x becomes 5 and y becomes 50. Okay. Now, can I find the value of k1 and k2 using this one? Yes. If I know the k1 and k2, I can find out any of those values. Right? Okay. Now, z is equal to 7 by 25. Yeah, there is z here. And x is equal to what correspondingly? 5. Okay. Substitute here. 5 is equal to k2 divided by what? Z. 7 by 25. Isn't it? Okay, which is equal to k2 into 25 divided by 7. This is 1 za, this is 5. So what is the k2 value? 7 by 5. Okay, if I put k2 value here, 7 by 5. Okay, it got let it be here. Can I find out k1 value similarly? Yes. K1 value. What is y? Y is 50, Allah. 50 is equal to K1. What is x? Yeah, 25. This is 1 the 2. K1 is equal to what? 2. Okay, we got the x, y, everything, K1 and K2. Now, when y is 98, what is this value of z? When y is 98, can I find out the value of x? Yes. Okay. When y is equal to 98, I am substituting here 98 ala. 98 is equal to what is K1? 2 into x square, which is nothing but 49. X is equal to what? 7. But is he asking x? No. Z kelidane. Okay. If you know the z and K2, okay, x and K2. See 7. What is the K2 value? 7 by 5. Divided by z. Okay. 7 cancels. So z becomes what here? Okay. If z goes here, this becomes 1 by 5. Yeah. Okay. I don't expect you to do this one. Could have left this one. Not a familiar kind of one, right? Okay, but we have done a similar proportional ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Okay, but not exactly same. Okay, shall we move? Next one. In an objective type question, 5 marks are awarded. See, very similarly, you can go for an allegation here also. Allegation ಬೇಕಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ? ಬೇಡ, equation form ಮಾಡೋಣ. Okay, in an objective type of question, 5 marks are awarded for a correct answer. Okay, let's say for each correct answer you are getting x marks. Okay, how many marks? No. 5 marks are awarded for correct answer. Let's say this is the number of right answers. Number of right answers will be x. So total marks for right answer will be 5x. And 2 marks are deducted for a wrong answer. 2 marks reduce ಮಾಡಬೇಕು madam. Wrong answer na y ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋಣ. Okay, total number of answers which are wrong are y in number, and each are of carrying 2. This is my total marks. This has to be reduced out of it. And effectively I got how much? 69. This is one equation. Had he been awarded, there is one more here, 4 marks for a correct answer like 4x minus 1y is equal to what? 84. Can I solve for x and y? Yes, simultaneous equation here, linear one. Okay, illu 5, illu 4, ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಇದು? Same ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ into 4 into 5 ಮಾಡಿ. So this is 20x minus 8y is equal to 69 into 4. What is 69 into 4? 230, 276. Correct, Enrapa? 20x minus 5y is equal to 420 na. You have to subtract this one, minus, plus, and this is also minus here, cancels, plus 5y I will do, okay, plus this is minus 3y, this will be how much here? 420, 24, 144, correct, 144, oh. Minus, okay, so 3 ones are, minus cancels here, 38, so y value is equal to how much? Okay, y value is 38. If y value is 38, x value will be how much here? You can take anything here. Madi, 5x is equal to 69. 48. 40 na? Okay, 48. Yes, 48. This will be what? 5x is equal to 69 plus 2 into 48. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸರ್? ಇದರಿಂದನೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ, 48, 96, 105, 60, 165 ಏನಪ್ಪ? Okay, 5x. X is equal to what? 30, 33. This is 48. What is he asking? How many questions were there in the paper? These many questions were wrong. These many questions were right. So totally 33 and 48. Okay, it's a doable one. One of the student is messaging, I didn't see this question of seating arrangement. That's a part of the exam, do not worry. Okay, some of the questions you won't see. Okay, next one. Three partners ABC entered into a business. Have you done this kind of question? In book ide nodi. Okay, this is the same question, I guess. What is the concept here? Partnership. In a partnership, we divide the profit based on what and what? Capital and time. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ಈಸಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಗಳು. ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ, ಒಂದು 5-6 ತರ ವೆರೈಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಇಂಟು ಟೈಮ್ is equal to what? Profit of A, B and C. Three partners. A invested how much? 1/3. B invested how much? 1/3 for how much time? 1/3 of the time. He will be investing 1/4. This also 1/4 of the duration. C invested the rest, right, of the whole time duration. Idhe question ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ. Okay, this might be different, but the same thing. 1/3, 1/4 rest. Whole ಹೇಳಿದೀವಿ, rest ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. Okay, we don't require these denominators here. What to do? We can take it as what here? 12. Okay, assume the capital as 12. And also duration also what? 12. Why? We have to eliminate this, fraction here. Now, your capital becomes how much? 1/3 of 12 is how much? 4. 1/4 of 12 is 3. 4 plus 3, rest to 5. Isn't it? Ulidiradu? Okay, 12 if you take here, 4, 3. This is the whole. Okay, so 4 into 4 is, he should get 16. This person should get 9. This person should get 60. 69 plus 16, 85. Yeah. Okay, 85 parts have to divide the given amount. What is the given amount? Rupees 17,000. Divide agutta? Agutta madam? One sarige, ಎರಡು ಸರಿ. One part is 200. If one part is 200, he is asking for C. How many parts? 60. 60 into 200, which is 12,000. ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ 12 ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ. Okay, this is must do question. ಹೇಳ್ರಪ್ಪ ಇದು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಈ ತರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲೋ? Also we have done in the class. There are two chemicals which do not react with each other. Basically two chemicals ashtene. Okay, a container contains 10 liters of chemical A. Okay, there is a container which have A. How many liters? 10 liters. Okay, then 1 liter of the chemical is removed from it. And what we are doing here? 1 liter of B is added. How much? Isn't it or not? Chemical B is poured. Then 1 liter of the mixture is removed from the container and 1 liter of B is poured. Another time. Second time when you are removing, that's a mixture. Okay. If this process is replacing 1 liter of the by 1 liter of B is performed one more time. Totally how many times? ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? ಏನೋ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ? Q into Q minus D whole divided by Q to the power of T. Okay, remember Q is the total quantity initially. How much? 10. Okay, see, this is the end quantity at the end quantity of A, left out quantity at the end. No, 10. This is 10 minus. How much is drawn out every time? 1. D for drawn out divided by Q is the total quantity. T is for times. Okay, so this is 10 into 9 by 10. How many times? 3 times. Cancel agutta? Okay, 9 cube, 729 by 10, which is nothing but 72.100. Okay, sorry, 100. 7.29. Earlier was originally how much? 10. Earlier it was 10. Then it became 7.29. How much is reduced? 2.71, which is equal to what percent? Okay, 10 ಗೆ 2.7 ಆದ್ರೆ 100 ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 27. Isn't it? Approximately 27. Remember? Okay. ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ನಾನು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದೊಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬರೋದು. Or else, see, this can also be done successively. Remember, in the first case, what happened? A 10 was there, you removed 1 means it became 9. Second time also same thing happened, right? A 10 is to 9. Third time, 10 is to 9. 10 into 10 into 10. If it was 1000, it would have become 729. If it was 100, it would have become what percent? 27.1, isn't it? 27.1%, there is a reduction. That's it. That's a successive case sustaining. What we have written is nothing but GP formula. Okay. ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ಸಕ್ಸೆಸಿವ್. ಇಲ್ಲೋ ನೋಡ್ದಂಗಿಲ್ವಾ ಇದು? Have you seen this question recently? Time, speed and distance ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಬ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, every time from a certain particular case. That's the same question there. An explosion takes place at a certain distance from an army camp. Okay, there is an explosion happening here. This is the place where explosion. There is a camp here. As soon as the sensor in the camp receives the sound, see, sound traveled and reaches the camp. Okay, what happened? They left the drone. Okay, drone starts flying towards the. Similarly, very similarly, we have done a question. Remember, okay, from this point, a bullet is fired, sound reaches a person here and starts immediately. Okay, iದೇ ತರ drone ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನಷ್ಟೇ. A drone is flown here. Okay, as soon as see drone reaches here, takes a photo, immediately it sends it to the camp. And what they do? They send another drone. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. This is what happening there. Now look here. The drone clicks the picture from the spot and the camp receives at the same time. Immediately, another drone starts flying. Illindane. Another drone starts flying to the spot and it also sends to a picture as soon as it reaches the sound. The two pictures are received at 5:02 p.m. and 5:05 p.m. Picture received 5:02 as well as 5:05. So in a gap of how many minutes? 3 minutes. Meaning the drones are also going in how many minutes gap? 3 minutes. So can I say a drone takes from here to here travel how many minutes? 3 minutes is equal to how many seconds? 180 seconds, right? Correct ತಾನೆ? ಯಾಕ್ರಿ ಹಂಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ? 18 ಅಲ್ಲ, 180 seconds. Correct ತಾನೆ? 180 seconds, isn't it? 3 ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೋನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. The drone will take this path in 180 seconds. Okay? And what is the speed of the drone? 30 meters per second. Right? And what is the speed of the sound? 300 meters per second. Now take the ratio of the drone speed to the sound speed. 30 is to 300. In what ratio? Are they covering the same distance in between? Yes, remember distance, same concept. When the distance is same, speed and time are what? Inversely proportional. Meaning if the speed ratio is 1 and 10, the time has to be 10 and 1. Meaning if the drone is taking 180 seconds, the sound will take how many seconds? 1/10. 10 is to 1. ಎಷ್ಟು? ಇದು 180 ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? ಇದು 10 ಹೋದ್ರೆ 1800. ಯಾರು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ? ಡ್ರೋನಾ ಸೌಂಡಾ? ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡ್ರೋನ್. ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್? 18 seconds. ಅಲ್ವಾ ಮೇಡಮ್? ಡ್ರೋನ್ ನೋಡಿ 10 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 180 ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 18 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಯ್ತಾನೆ? Unit or not? Yeah. So from here to here, drone has traveled in 18 seconds. So what is the time here? Okay, assume that the speed. At what time did the explosion took place? For the first time. One the explosion. ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ? 18 seconds. First drone reached here at what time? Isn't it? 5:02 ಬಂದು ಫೋಟೋ ಕಳಿಸಿತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ. Photo reached at 5:02 immediately. ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ ರಜಾ? 5:02. So drone left here at what time? 4:59. Why drone has to leave this spot? Because they heard the sound. From where? Here. Sound can travel this distance in how many seconds? 18 seconds. After 18 seconds here, the time is 4:59. After 18 seconds ತಾನೇ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 4:59. So what is the time here? 459 ಗೆ 15 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ರೈಟ್. A father used to pick a child. Remember that? ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ, ಇದೇನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ನಡೀತಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ 3-digit number can be expressed as an integral power of what? This same question we have done in CDS PYQ session ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. Okay, yeah, we have to what? Now if I take power of 2, ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿ, 2 power 1 is what? 2. Is it a 3-digit number? No. From where the 3-digit number starts? 2 power 9, 2 power 5 is 32, 2 power 6 is 64, 2 power 7. What is 2 power 7? ಆಯ್ತು, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ. 2 power 8, 2 power 9, 2 power 10. What is 2 power 10? 1024. It's 4-digit number. So ಇದು ಬಿಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪಿಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ CDS PYQ ಸೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಇದು. ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಏನೋ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ 2-digit ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಐ ಗೆಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್. ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಎವ್ರಿ ರೆಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ಲೂ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಬ್ಲೂ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್. ಏನ್ರೋ ಇದು? ಸಿಲಾಜಿಸಮು. ಓಕೆ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಆಲ್ ಬದಲು ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ? ಎವ್ರಿ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆಲ್ ರೆಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ಲೂ, all red is blue, then all blue is green, all green is yellow. Okay, which of the following statement for PQR are correct? ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ರಪ್ಪ. ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಲಾಜಿಸಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. ಏನ್ರಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರೆ? Every blue is yellow, is it? Every blue, is it coming under yellow? Yes. Every red is green. Every red, is it coming under green? Yes. Every red is yellow. Every red, is it coming under yellow? Yes. So all three are not valid, invalid. Correct. ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಪೇಪರ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೌಟ್ ಬರಂಗ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡಿ, ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿ. ಕಮ್ ಆನ್, ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. 6 power anything is what unit digit? 6. 6 power anything you do. Okay, 6 power 1, 6 power 2, 6 power 3, everything is 6. Okay, 7 power, what has to be done? Divide by 4. What is the cycle? Yeah, cyclicity is 4 because 7 power 1 is what? 7. 7 square ending with 9. 7 cube ending with 3. 7 power 4 ending with 1. 7 power 5 ends with 7. This cycle repeats here. Hence divide this by 4. And the rule of 4 says you have to check only the last 2 digits. Nodidre saku. 0, 7 when I divide by 4, what is the remainder? 3. 7 cube, what is the unit digit? 3 here. Okay, here to multiply madare, this is the number ending with 6. Madidrilla 8, 8, 8. Okay, doable. ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಕೇಳಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಈ ತರದ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇಗ. ಇದೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ರಿ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ತಾನೆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದೇ ಇದು. ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ನೆನಪಿದೇನ್ರು? Yeah, income is equal to expenditure plus savings. Okay, let the income be 100 initially. How much he saves? Saves 10%. 10% andre 10 na, expenditure is 90. Income got increased by 12%. If you increase it by 12%, which is equal to 12 only, right? So becomes what? 112. Okay, and the expenditure is increased by 10%. What is 10% of 90? 9 increased, becomes 99. What are the savings here then? ₹112 93. Okay, 99 he is pending, means remaining is 13. Earlier it was 10, now it is 13. Okay, if it was 100, this would have become 130. What is the increase? Anything you compare to 100 becomes percent. ಇದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಬೇಡ, ಇದೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಅಗೈನ್, ಯಾ, tree. P has a son and a daughter. P is upper generation. We don't know the gender of P, but he is having a son as well as daughter. Okay, we don't know as of now who's that. Who are they? S is the mother of T. Okay, hence C, make a branch here. S is the mother of T. S is R's spouse. S is R's spouse. So R becomes plus here. Okay, male or female. Q and R are children of P. Q and R are children of P. Okay. ಇವನೇ ತಾನೇ ಹೆಂಗಾದ್ರೆ? ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಬಿಡೋಣ. ಆರ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇದು. Okay, this is R, right? Q and R are children of P. Okay, this is R, right? This is Q. So R is plus and S is minus here. Then this has to be T. Who are these two? Sibling. Okay, sibling denoted by one-headed horizontal arrow. What is the question? How is Q related to S? How is Q related to S? This is sister-in-law, right? Yeah, husbands. Q is sister of the husband of S. Okay, pretty simple one. Madidra? Good. Next one. ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪ, ಇದನ್ನು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ, ಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 1 to 100. ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವ ಈ ತರದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ? 19 sure? Okay, because how many times 0 appears from 1 to 100? 0. 11 times. 1 appears 21 times. 2 appears 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20 times. Starting from 1 till 100. But he says what? 2-digit positive means apart from C, which we have to take out 5. How many times 5 appears from 1 to 100? 20 times. Okay, adral 1 digit 5 ತೆಗೆದಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಉಳಿಯೋದೆಷ್ಟು? Or else you can count. Okay, count ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ನೋಡಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಕೆಲವರು. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಾ? ಹಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತಾನೆ 18 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದವನು. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಟ್ರೈನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಾವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡಾಕಿದ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿತ್ತದು. ಓಕೆ, X travels 6 kilometers on a bicycle with an average speed of what? 5 kilometers per hour. This is X. Okay, 6 kilometers on a bicycle with an average speed of 5 kilometers per hour, 10 kilometers per hour and 4 kilometers per hour. First 1 kilometer, next to 2 kilometers, next to 3 kilometers. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. So 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers and 3 kilometers. 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers. What is the speed in the first part? 5 kilometers per hour, right? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 10 kilometers per hour. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 kilometers per hour. Okay, let's find out the time here. ಹೇಳ್ರಪ್ಪ, 1/5 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1/5 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಗಂಟೆನ 5 ಭಾಗ ಮಾಡಿ. ಒಂದು ಗಂಟೆನ 5 ಭಾಗ, 12 minutes, right? Okay, 2/10 again 1/5 only, which is 12 minutes. 3/4 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟ್ರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ? ಮುಕ್ಕಾಲು ಗಂಟೆ. 3/4 of an hour ಎಷ್ಟು? Okay, 45 minutes. Totally how many minutes here? 45, 57, 69. 69 minutes of journey. Okay, next case ಅಲ್ಲಿ y. Same 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪ, 4 kilometer per hour. ಇದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಶಿಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. What is the speed initially? 4 kilometers per hour, then 10 kilometers per hour, then 5 kilometers per hour. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ದಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ನೋ ನೀಡ್, ಈಸಿನೇ ಇದು. 1/4 ಹೇಳಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, 1/4 ಮತ್ತೆ 1 ಗಂಟೆ 4 ಭಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 15 ನಿಮಿಷ. ಓಕೆ, 15 minutes. Then 1/5 is 12 minutes. 3/5 is 1 ಗಂಟೆನ 5 ಭಾಗ ಮಾಡಿ, 5 parts 1 hour, which is 12 minutes. 3 parts are 36 minutes, or 3/5 into 60 you can do. Okay, here ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ 63 minutes. What is the difference? Okay, how many minutes early Y completes the journey? 6 minutes. ಹೆಂಗಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತ ಇದನ್ನ? ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, X Y Z ಹಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ದ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ 6 minutes ಎಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, the more you travel with the lesser speed, time taken will also be more. How much more? 6 minutes more. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಕಣ್ರಿ. Again, a hack, this one is, Nodi, there are how many cubes? What about them? Identical. Identical in what? Shape. Doesn't mean that the weight is identical. Shape is identical. Okay, lot to comprehend here. Out of this, the weight of each of the 6 cubes. How many cubes are there? 7. But 6 cubes are equal and their weight are same. Okay, is equal, and the weight of the remaining cube is what? Less than the weight of other 6. Okay, ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಇದೆ. To see they are all same, but when I weight, one of the cube weight is less than the other 6, and the other 6 are equal in weight. Okay sir, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, a balance is used to identify. What are we using? तकड़ी यूज ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. What do you call weighing machine? हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं उसको? वो तो प्रोसेस है. What do you call? तकड़ी के नंतर ಹೇಳಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಓಕೆ ಬಿಡಿ ಆಯ್ತು. A balance is used to identify the weight, lightest cube. We are using what? A balance. Okay madam. Now, what is the minimum number of attempts in which you can find the odd cube? Okay, odd cube is the lightest one. What is the minimum number of attempts? Okay, I don't expect you to solve this kind of question. You should have left this kind of question. Counting based ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಡಬೇಕು ಕೆಲವು ಸರಿ ಅಂತ. Okay, let's say this is the odd one. Okay, this is the odd one. Mark it. But I'm not counting here. Why do we use the balance? ತಕಡಿ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? To balance it, right? To balance it, isn't it? Okay, now to balance both sides we have to place equal weight, right? That's what called balance. Alvapa. Now what I'll do is I'll put these 3 on one side of the weight, another side. What happened there? It became equal. Okay, if these are equal, and definitely by default I got to know that whatever I am leaving out is a odd one. By default idu weight, idu correct. Okay, means it's not present here. Where is it present here? This one. By default it has to be there, right? So how many attempts I used? Only one attempt. This is one possibility. Let's say rather than here, it was somewhere here. Illittu anta ankoda. It was supposed to be here, or else here or here, right? Okay, let's say this was here. Okay, so this is 3 right now. This is 3 are there. Okay, now how to make it? This is the second attempt I am choosing. Okay, in the first attempt I got to know this is not the one, which has to be lying somewhere here or here, and I found that it is here among these 3. How to find out? Idru olagade ello ide anta godagoytu nanage. Okay, in this part of the balance you have that, but I don't know which among these 3 are there. How to find it out? Yavud wait ಮಾಡಿ? Any 2 you wait in any one attempt. If you wait these 2, if they show balance, means I got this one. ಇವೆರಡು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇದೇ ತಾನೇ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. Or else if you weight these 2, already we found out this one. Or else if you weight this one, meaning by default any of these 2 if you put it into balance, it will show that. Yeah, so how many attempts minimum requires? 2 attempts. 2 attempt ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? In the one attempt, that's a possibility. In the second attempt, certainly we can say. ಬೇಡ ಬೇಡ, ಈ ಥರದ್ದು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾರು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇದಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ತಲೆ ಹುಳ ಬಿಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ಓಕೆ, IAS ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಳಿಸಿ. ಓಕೆ, shall we move this? No need to do this kind of hacks. Doable, come on, ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಪ್ಪ ಇದು. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಒಂದು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಸ್ಟ್. A person facing east travels 4 kilometers straight. Facing east traveling means in whichever the direction is facing, he is going in the same. How much? 4 east. And turns right and travels 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers right. Again further turns left. Yav kade left andre? Okay, how many? 2 kilometers. Then again finally turns left. Okay, left is always what kind of turn? Anti-clockwise. Hinge hogbeka kai. Estu hoda avanu matte? 3 kilometers. Reaches the same point here. Okay, in the same axis. Okay. The minimum distance between the final point and the initial point. If I consider this as the starting point and this is the ending point, what is the minimum distance? How much? 4 plus 2, 6 kilometers. And in what direction he is facing now? North. 6 to north. Okay. Shall we move? ಏನಪ್ಪ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ? ಹಂಗೇನಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಷ್ಟ ಏನೋ ಅದು ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪ, ಭಯಂಕರ ಡಿಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಈ ಸರಿ ಒಂದು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಕೋಡ್ ದ ಲಿಟರೇಚರ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್? ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2 numbers. This, if I add these 2, this is the result you are getting. Again, if I add these 2, okay, this is the result you are getting. So similarly, you are adding, keep on adding. And he says, in a sequence of numbers, each number other than the sum of first 2. Means I don't have 2 numbers here, right? Okay, this number also is not a result of any 2 numbers, no numbers. This number is the result of these 2 numbers. And what are those 2 numbers given? 4 and 7. Artha madkobekaste. So this has to be what? 11. 11 plus 7, 18. This is 29, 47. So on, so on. Yen kelidane? 6 number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ಮುಗ್ದೋಗಿರೋದು. ಮಾಡ್ರಪ್ಪ, ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತವು ಬಹಳ ಭಯಂಕರ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು. The ratio of male to female workers in a 2 company, A and B. A, B, male to female. Yeah, give me the ratio of male and female in A. 13 is to 10. Here 7 is to 5 respectively. If both the companies have the same number of female workers, both the company, are they same? No. Can we make it same? How? Multiply by 1, multiply by 2. So that becomes here now what? This is 13 is to 10. This will be 2 into 7 is 14. 14 is to 10. Okay. Male gets added with male. Female gets added with female. 13 plus 14, 27 and 20. Idya? Illa? Oh, hangalla. Yeah. He is asking for not this male and females ratio. Number of workers in A and B. How many workers here? 23. Here 24. This is the ratio he is asking. Okay, idru ratio keltida. Okay na sir? So ratio dal adane order. You have to be cautious. Will you move? See, if there are 2 numbers x and y, the product of these 2 numbers is the product of LCM and HCM. Remember this relation? Okay, there are two numbers. Okay, and also you can say LCM is equal to HCF into A into B, where A and B are co-prime numbers. Okay, then bekagilla. Which of the following statement are correct? The difference of the numbers is an even number. These are the numbers, and their difference is an even number. Irbodu nodana. Okay. One of the number is a. Nodi question idu. I think there is a. Correct idea. Perfect square of what? Perfect square of another number eno irbeku nododu. ಏನು ಇರೋದು? The difference of the numbers is an even number. One of the number is a perfect square. ಅಷ್ಟೇನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, the product of LCM and HCF of two distinct numbers is the cube of one of the numbers. Okay, there is one more data here. See, the product of HCF and LCM of two distinct numbers is the cube of one of the numbers. Okay, I'll consider one of the number is x. Another number will be what? X cube. Howdenri? Correct? The product of LCM is the cube of cube of one of the number. This is the case, right? When I product these two numbers, the result, that is LCM into HCF, is what? Cube of one of the number. Correct, Aiga? Okay. So, see, one of the number we have taken it as what? Let's take n1 is the number 1. Okay, x anta tagodana. Second number n2, that is y. What is the value of y here? If I cancel here, this is become square, right? Okay, this is x square. So these are the two numbers. One x, innondu x square. Let's assume one number here. Okay, for example 3. Okay, what is 3 square? 9. What is the difference between two odd numbers? You take add or subtract. Odd plus odd, even. Odd minus odd, ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು even, isn't it? So the difference between these two numbers has to be always even. The difference of the numbers is always even number. Okay, madam? You odd or tagoli, even or tagoli. Even tagondre by default even. Even plus even minus even, anything you do. Okay, difference. Next, one of the number is a perfect square number. Yes, right? One of the number is a perfect square number here. So y is a perfect square number. So both 1 and 2. Okay, this statement illide nodruppa. Any doubt, sir? Shall we move? Okay. 2-digit numbers. Yeah, divisibility rule of 11. 11 gottalla, alternate digits. 4, x, 5, y, 7, 9, 0. Divisibility rule of 11 says what? If the sum of alternate digits, sum, and their difference has to be what? 0. For example, see. For example, 1, 3, 3, 1. If you take the alternate digits here, sum 1 plus 3, 4. 3 plus 1, 4. If I take the difference, it has to be 0 or else sometimes 11 also. Okay, illi nodana. 4 plus 5, 9. 9 plus 7, 16 plus 0, 16. X plus y plus 9. There is only 9 is there. There is x plus y here. What is the difference you see? Illu 16 barbeku andre ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗಬೇಕು? 7, meaning x plus y has to be equal to what? 7. Okay. 7, many possibilities are there. What if in the case of if this is 9 and 9? For example, if this is 9, this is 9, then x plus y is equal to what? 18. Isn't it or not? What is the difference between, see, 16, 9 plus 7 is also 16, right? 16, 16 difference is 2. 0. Okay, if it is 0 divisible by 11, right? Or else 16 and 18, what is the difference? 18 plus 9. 27 and 16 difference? 11. In both the cases, it has to get divided by, yeah. So what is he asking? X plus y value. X plus y value. Allah. What is the remainder if x plus y is divided by? If 7 is divisible by 11, what is the remainder? 7. Okay. Divided by 11. 18 divided by, yeah. In both the cases, it has to be what? 7. 11 ಬರ್ಬೋದು. Can you find out x and y? No, because there are two possibilities. Two and more than two possible cases you will get. X plus y 7 ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ x plus y 18 ಆದ್ರೂ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. Okay, in both the cases remainder is 7 only. Okay, shall I move this? ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಏನ್ರೋ ಇದು. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಅಲಿಗೇಷನ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ P contains 20% copper and 80% zinc. What does 20 and 80 are? One part. This will be 4 parts, 80%, isn't it? 20 and 80 are in the ratio. There is a vessel here. Let's call this as an alloy P contains P. Okay. Copper and zinc are in the ratio 1:4. Another alloy is there. What is the alloy name? Q. Here also what we have? 60%, 40% mandre 3:2. 3:2. What do we have? Copper and zinc. What do you have to do? We have to mix. See, a third alloy R is to be formed. We are founding the R here by taking P and Q so that it contains equal amount under yav ratio dalli. Okay, 1:1. Isn't it or not? Similarly, we have done, remember, okay, mixing of the liquids, A and B eno madidwala. In that case, what has to be done in the first case? The number of units has to be same. Is it same? Yes, already it's same. 1 plus 4, 5. 2 plus 3, 5. To take equal quantity, the units has to be same. If this is 10, if this is 5, I have to multiply this by 2, right? You have to take 2 such. In PDA, idare madidivi almost. If you take here one part from here, okay, you will get in the ratio what? 1:4. Idun tagidre 3:2. Okay. Copper adds with what? Copper. Zinc adds with zinc. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 2:2. Okay, no, sir. Or else you can put alligation also. Okay. In alligation, what mixes with what? Copper mixes with copper. What is copper in P? 1 out of what test is there? 5. Adalli one copper. And what do we have? Q only. 3 out of 5. After mixing these two, what I get? How much I am getting? A third alloy R is to be prepared from P and Q so that it contains equal amount of copper and zinc. We are mixing. When you are mixing, okay, those two contents mixture has to be equal. ಇದನ್ನು 1:1 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅವನು. ಹೌದಾ? ನೋಡೋಣ. A third alloy R is to be prepared from P and Q so that it contains, yeah, ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಓಹೋ. ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ? ಆಯ್ತು, ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. This has to be in the ratio what? Okay, this mixing ratio has been asked here, right? Okay, both thing, idunu madidvi. Okay, alligation if I put here. Okay, this is suitable for alligation only. When I mix this one, I got R, in which copper and zinc is there. Copper and zinc are in what ratio now? 1:1. How much is copper? 1 out of 2 parts. There is one part of, see, from this I have taken copper which is 1/5. From here I am taking copper which is 3/5. I am mixing these two and getting a resultant copper which is 1/2. If I take the ratio here, okay, if the denominator is common, that's easy, right? Okay, multiply by 5, multiply by 5. This also gets multiplied by 5. Hing bekaru madkoli. So 5 cancels here, right? So 1, 3, and this one will be 5/2. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ ರಿಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ. 1/5, 3/5. Yeah, what is the difference between 3/5 and 1/2? ಮಾಡ್ರಪ್ಪ. See, this is the minima, this is the maxima, right? And this is the average between these two values. Okay, weighted average. So this has to be less, this has to be more. Subtract 1/2 minus 1/5. Okay, just ಇದು 20%, ಇದು 50%. 50% and 20% or 30%. 30% is nothing but 3/10 or 3/10, madam. This is 3/10. Just ಇದು 3/5 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 60%. This is 10%. 1/10. Cancel agutta 0, 0. What is the ratio? Yeah, my mistake. 1:3. That's right, 1:3. Okay, I overread this one. Question can be either way. What per ratio you have to mix so that the resultant has to be 1:1, or else if I mix in the ratio 1:1, what is the resultant you are getting? ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಾನೆ. Okay. A is a 2-digit number with different digits. Remember, CDS questions many a times here. 2-digit number, reversing of the digits. B is also a 2-digit number. B is also what? 2-digit number. Means, see, 27 or else 20. If I reverse, what is the number it becomes? 02. 02, is it a 2-digit number? No. Understood? So anything which ends with 0 is not possible there. 2-digit number and is obtained by reversing the digits A. Okay, this is A, this is B. These are the digits here. If you reverse the digits, these are the reverse of the digits. Okay, X, Y, Y, X tara. If A minus B is a multiple of 27, the difference of these two is nothing but what? Multiple of 27 ante. Okay, 27. See, give me a 2-digit number. 36. If I reverse, becomes what difference? 63. Difference is how much? 27 only. Howda? Why 27? Because what is the difference here? 3. What is the difference here? 3. Okay, these kind of numbers, when you take the difference, it has to be divisible by a number which gets factorized by 9. This is the 9 rule. Okay, these kind of numbers are always, see, for example, 81 and 18. 72 is the 72 na? Oh, sorry, what is it? 63. 63 is the difference. Is it divisible by 9? Yes. Any 2-digit number, when you reverse it and take the difference of these two, the difference always has to get divided by 9. How many times of 9? The difference times of 9. What is the difference? What is the difference? 7. 7 times of 9. What is the difference? 7 times of 9. This one, 3 times of 9. This is 3 times of 9. Understood? So if you are getting 27 difference, this has to be 9 into 3, right? Meaning the difference between these two numbers has to be what here? 3. Understood? Okay. Now give me 2-digit numbers which are having a difference of 3 in a sequence. 9 in the shuru madana. 90. Yes. 96 possible? Yes. 96. Amele 80. 5. Kadme marta hogi. Then 74. 63. Then 50. 2, then 40, 1, 30, no, because if I reverse, that becomes a 1-digit number. So how many possibilities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but yen ilvala ili 6 idiyala. What he says, the number has to get divided by what? Multiple of 27. Multiple of 27 and the second multiple of 27 is what? 54. That's also possible, right? Isn't it or not? Okay, and also 81 is also possible. Yes. If 27 is 3 into 9, 54 has to be 6 into 9. This has to be 9 into 9. Is it possible 2 digits difference can be 9? Yes, possible. 90, isn't it? If I take a number 90, what is the difference between these two numbers? But if I reverse the digit, becomes what? 1-digit number. Hence, this is not possible here. 54 possible? Yes. What is the difference between 2-digit number? 6. Again, start from the sequence. The difference has to be 6. Okay, 9 and 3, 93. Then 8 and 2. Then 7 and 1. 6 C agatta. Because reverse circuit. So these 6 and these are 3. Totally 9. But don't know in kotidan nodi ili. 6 kotbitidane. That's why. What is the key here? Multiple of 9. It's not only 27. Multiple of 27, that is 54 is also possible. Got it? Okay. ನೋಡಿ PYQ ತುಂಬಾ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಇದು. Okay, questions ಇದು. So difference can be 3 and difference can be 6. Those kind of numbers, how many are there? We'll do it later on. Pending for you guys. Don't worry. Shall we move this? Similarly, 3-digit number, if you take the difference, it always has to get divided by what? 99 in the divide agutte. 4-digit, 999 in the divide agutte. Reverse madi. Come on, 0 is. Check for the numerical positions first. Z estapa 26. E 5. R 18. This is 50. Okay. 1, 4, 19 and 14. 15, 16. 16 14 rapa. N 14. Okay. Now look here. Z. Z gu 1 bandidiyalla. Okay, munduku hogoಣ ಇದು. What is this one here? -1. This is +1. This is again -1. So this also should be what here? This is +1. Moving forward, that's it. That's why he is starting from 0. That. So alternatively +1 -1 ಆಗಿದೆ. +1. What is the stop? +1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ S T. T ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. S O P. P ಹಿಂದೆ O. T S P O. Okay, very easy one. There is a 3 types of rectangular tiles. 3x3. 3x3 also rectangular antane ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಇರ್ಲಿ. Okay. 3x7 and 3x11. An area of rectangular shape of dimension how much? 3x100 is to cover using these tiles without breaking them. Means exactly it has to be fitting. If X and Y are the maximum and minimum number of tiles required, how to minimize the number of tiles? By taking the maximum size. Okay, HCF tara. How to maximize the number of tiles? By taking the minimum. Yeah. Okay, what is the size of this rectangle there? 3x100. Idu 3, idu 100. Okay, let's take the maximum number of tiles first by taking minimum number. Okay, 3x3 use ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಬಹುದಪ್ಪ 3x3? 3x3, 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 3x3 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? How many tiles required? This is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. If you take 99 ವರೆಗೂ ಹೋಗಬಹುದಾ? 33. 33. But there is 1 feet. 3x1 will be left out. Can I fill with 3x1 anything? No. Minimum ಎಷ್ಟು ಇದು ಇರಲಿ? 7. Meaning if I take till 93, that's possible, right? Okay. Till 93. Then afterwards this is 7. How many tiles required? 1 tile. 3x7 use ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ ಇದು? 31 tiles, right? Okay, 3x3, 3x3. 31 into 3 is 93. Okay, so totally how many tiles? 34. This is the maximum number. Now minimize it. Again, this is 3x100. I'm filling with what? 3x11. Okay, 3x11. If I leave the last filling, 3x11 bitre, 11, can it be filled by any of this? Andre 89 agutte madam. 89, is it factor by 3 or 7? No. 89 is at what kind of number? Prime number. Possible illa alva? Okay. ಈಗ 3 ಬಿಟ್ರಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 11 ಬಿಡಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 11 ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 11 plus 11, 22. 100 minus 22. 78. Is it possibly divisible by 3? 75, 78 ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಮೇಡಮ್? So last 22. This is 11. This is 11. Okay, how many required? 1 here, 1 here. Okay, apart from this one. ಇರಪ್ಪ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ 78. Okay, 78. Yeah, a logical miss, something missing here. ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು absent mind ಆಯ್ತು. 77. Okay, look here now. Let's fill till 88 here. Possible? By 3x11, 3x11 here. 3x11. How many required? How many required here? 8 required. 8 tiles required. Of each size 3 by 11, 3 by 11. 88 fill aita. How much is left out? How much is left out? 12. To fill this 12, can I use 3 by 4 here? 3 by 3. How many? 4. So totally how many required? 8 plus 4, 12. Difference is how much here? No, miss aitalla matte. 30. Oh yeah. 32 alva idu. This is 32. This is 12. Which is 20. Difference is 20. It's time consuming. You have to leave the last filling there first. Okay, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೇನೋ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮೈಂಡೇ ಬ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು GS ಈಗ ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ. A train to complete a journey of 800 km. ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಐ ಗೆಸ್. What is the total distance? 800 km. If it meets a minor accident, its speed becomes half of the existing speed. Total distance is what? 800. With accident, speed becomes how much? Half. If there is a mechanical defect, the speed becomes how much? 1/4 of the existing speed. On its way, the train meets with a minor accident after 200 kilometers. After 200 kilometer, accident agutte. After accident, what happens? The speed becomes half. If this is yes, this will be yes by 2. Okay, train meets with the and 400 kilometer thereafter. Thereafter andre illinda eachege 400 kilometer. Speed becomes how much here? Yes by 2. It develops a mechanical failure here. Again, after mechanical failure, the speed becomes what? Yes by 4. Okay, what is the distance here? 200 kilometer, because the total distance is 800 kilometer. Higodna? Got it? Okay. Ha. Yena? Okay, speed becomes 1/4 of the existing speed. Oh yeah. So this becomes how much here? Yes by 8. Existing. Okay. Had the train developed the mechanical defect? Okay, there is one more analogy here. Compared here again. 200 kilometers. Enaito? Met with a minor accident. Okay, this is yes. This becomes yes by 2. Ade question dana. Had the train developed the mechanical defect? Okay. See, first two mechanical defect, meaning x by 4 here. Okay, after 200 kilometer, there is a mechanical defect after 200 kilometer and met with a minor accident. And met with a minor accident 400 kilometer thereafter. Very similar case, but the speed will. What happens there? It would have taken thereafter. It would have taken. Okay, so this is 200 kilometers. After 200 kilometer, what is it? Mechanical failure, minor accident. If there is a mechanical defect, the speed becomes 1/4 of the existing. Yeah, if there is an accident, the speed becomes half of the existing. Half of the existing is what? Yes by 18. That is same, illa. Only this is the difference, right? Okay. It would have taken what? 4 more hours, So the time taken here, if I consider this is T, this has to be what? T plus 4 hours. Okay, I'll go by the options here. Options in the try madana. What was the original speed of the train in kilometer per hour? I'll take this 200 first. Okay, difference nodana. If this is 200 here, 200 kilometer at 200 kilometer speed, what is the time taken? 1 hour. This will be S by 2 agute. Speed is 100. This will be 4 hours. This is S by 8. 200 under 25. Okay, 25 kilometer per hour 200 kilometer ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆ ಬೇಕು? 8 hours. So total time taken is 12-13 ಗಂಟೆ. 13 hours. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. This is 200. This will be how much? 50, right? This will be 25. Okay, 200, 1 hour. This is 8 hours. This is 8 hours. 8, 8, 16, 16 plus 1, 17 hours. There is a difference you are getting, 17 hours and 13 hours. Difference is 4 hours. Yeah. So the initial speed is 200. That's right. That's why. Okay, option A le kottidane, at least adange check ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡಿ ಅಂತ. B ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. 190 ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರಲ್ಲ. Next we would have checked for 100. Okay, or else 8 ಇಂದ 2 ಇಂದ ಯಾವ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. 150 ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಆಗಲ್ಲ. 190, 200 ಅಲ್ವಾ? 8 times we can divide. We are not getting a fraction here, right? Hence ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇರಲಿ. In a recruitment process, the selection of candidates is based on their performance in 3 components. So for the selection, yes, consider the 3 components here. Okay, this is component 1, component 2, and component 3. Okay, the weightage of the component 1, 2, 3 are 0.2, 0.3, and 0.5 respectively. Use the data given below and find the cutoff score. Exactly 3 candidates are to be selected. How many candidates selected? 3. How many are there in the interview? Okay. Now what happens is, see, the weightage is something like this. He has got 5 component. What is the score? Just the upper score 0.2 for component, 0.2. This one 0.3, 0.5. Okay, this is how. So based on this, we can eliminate who? Superficially try to eliminate. Can we eliminate? Because this is weightage more here, right? 0.5. They are scoring least here. Can I eliminate these 2 people? Yes, superficially we can eliminate them. Now, here also 0.5, 0.3, 0.2, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. Madadre, what is the sum we are getting here? 1 ido. Okay, this is 1, this is 1.2, this is 3. So totally 4, 4.5.2. Okay, this is again 0.8. This is 1.8. This is 2.5. 2.5. ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇದು? 4.3. 5.1 ನಾ? Okay, 5.1. This is 0.6. This is 0.6. This is 4.0. Okay. 5.2. Can we select these 3? And who's been least here? 5.1. ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 5.1. The cutoff is 5.1. Okay. X and Y are runners who run for the same duration of the time on the same circular track. What is same? The time is same, right? They started running at the same time in the same direction with uniform speed. Both are running in the same direction. When X completed 7 rounds, Y did exactly 5 rounds. They are running in the same direction. Isn't it or not? They started from a point and they both are running in the same direction here. Okay. X completed how many rounds? Y completed 5 rounds. Okay, if he is completing 7 rounds, in this Y is completing 5 rounds means overtake ಮಾಡಿರಬೇಕಾ? How many times he has overtaken? 2 times basically, because he has completed 7, he has completed 5. The difference of these two, whatever you see, this is what logically they are overtaking. Okay, overtaken how many times? 2 times. Overtaken a meeting ಕೇಳಿರೋದಾ? Okay, irli bidi. As of now, overtaken it ganan. Okay, next what happened here? Uniform. When X completed 7 rounds, X completed 7 rounds here. Rounds. Y did 5. After completing of 5 rounds, Y changed his direction and started running in the opposite direction with speed which is double that of the earlier speed. Okay, double that of the earlier speed means if he is running for the same time, rather than 5, he'll be completing now 10. ಹೌದಾ? ಇವನು 7 ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇವನು 5 ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದ. For the same now, if he is running 7, he'll be running 10. Isn't it or not? Okay, yeah. Similarly, on the other hand, X continued to run with the same speed. They stopped running after X completed 21 rounds. X completed 21 more rounds, 21 rounds. Already he has covered 7 rounds. To get 21 rounds, he has to 14. When Y doubled it, doubled. If he is going 7, he has to go 10. If he is running 14, he has to be running 20. Double of it, right? Isn't it or not? You 7 order and 5 order. Double Martin in it. You know. Okay. Next to 14 order and 10 order. Alwa, double. Double of it will be 20. Getting? Okay. Now, see, look here now. Totally, they are running in a opposite direction. X completed how many rounds? 14. Y completed 20 rounds. Okay, so how many times they are meeting there? Even 14 rounds one time. Even every 20 rounds one time agbekalva. Both are meeting what? Kelagade onsari, melgade onsari meet agta irtare. So totally how many times? 34 times they are going to meet here. Okay, totally how many times? 34 times they are meeting. So totally earlier they have met already 2 times. This is 34 times. Total meeting 36 times. But 36 silva laili. What he has given there? How many times did X and Y meet after they start and before they finally stop? What is it? Before they finally stop means -1. Understood this logic, sir, here? Okay. ಅವನು 7 ಓಡಿದ್ರೆ 10 ಓಡಿರ್ತಿದ್ದ ಕಣ. ಇವನು 14 ಓಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ. 7ಕ್ಕೆ 10 ಆದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ಹಿಂಗಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 7. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 7ಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 10 ಇವನು. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 7 ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 10 ಹೊಡ್ತಾನ. isn't it? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಓಡಾಯ್ತು ಇವನು? ಇವನು 14 ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 14 ಓಡೋಷ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 20 ಓಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ 7 10 7 ರೌಂಡ್ ಓಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇವನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ 2 times ಎವ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, -2 ಯಾಕೆ? ಅದನ್ನು ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್. ಓ ಹೌದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದಾನ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಮೆಟ್. ಎಸ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ರೈಟ್, ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್. ಇದೇ ತರ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಕಲ್, -1, a bell kind of question. Okay, after they had started and before they finally stopped. Lot of things has to be kept in mind here. Okay, a shopkeeper employs a delivery boy and gives him a motorcycle for home delivery. For every delivery, the boy is given 5 rupees. At the end of the day, he also gets 2 rupees for every kilometer. Every delivery, how much he is getting? 5 rupees. For every kilometer of ride, he is getting. For every kilometer of ride, he is getting 2 rupees. For every delivery, he is getting 5 rupees. Okay. Of the distance covered by the day, the boy wants to earn more than 500 a day. ಒಂದು ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 500ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, more than 500, but does not want to travel more than 100 kilometers. Which of the following numbers of deliveries would definitely meet his target? Okay, let's assume that he has done 80 deliveries. Okay, 80 delivery ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. For 80 delivery, each delivery costs 5 rupees na. So the total money he has earned is 400. Let's say he has earned exactly 500 or 600, anything. Okay, 500 ಅಂತಾನೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. How much required? 100 required, right? Okay, to this 100 he is getting ₹2. 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಿದೆ. So how many kilometers he has traveled? 50 kilometers. So 50 kilometers he has traveled and he has done how many deliveries? 80 deliveries. So 500 he has earned. Okay, his wish. Isn't it or not? Now, okay, if I take 85 into 5 is what? History 400, 425. Okay, how much more required? 75. Okay, 75 rupees he has earned. Divided by 2, which will be 37.5 kilometers of it. Isn't it or not? Why not? Adu agutte. 90 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 90 into 5, which is 450 rupees. 50 rupees has got. Okay, means how many kilometers he has traveled? All are under what? 100 kilometers only. Okay, all are suitable here. Meaning what? We don't know how many kilometers he has traveled. Hence, data is what? Insufficient. All 3 Can be an answer there possible. Okay, next case. P, Q, R, S, T are ranked from 1 to 5. The rank of P is 4, the rank of Q is not 5. Puzzle again. Okay. P, Q, R, S, T are ranked 1 to 5, not necessarily in the order. The rank of P is how much? 4. The rank of Q is not 5. Q is not 5. Then the rank of R is 1. The rank of S is not 2. S is not 2. Okay, so Q can come here as well as here. The rank of T is not 3. Oh, 3 alone. Which of the following is correct? If the rank of S is 3, if it is 3 here. Okay, see, anyway, T can't come here. 3 is occupied here. Okay, where is the possibility of 3? By default, Q ne barbeku. If the rank of S is 3, okay, then that of T is how much? 2. Is it possible? Help me. Adirli answer irli nodana first tadiri. Illi nodi madam, 3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ 3 ನ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಂಡೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಬರ್ಬೋದಾ? Yes. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಬರ್ಬೋದಾ? Yes, there are 2 possibilities. Then that of T is 2 or else 5. Okay, that's also possible. ನೋಡಿ ಬರ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಹಾಕೊಂಡೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, 3 ಒಂದು ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, 2 ನು ಬರ್ಬೋದು, 5 ಬರ್ಬೋದು. Isn't it or not? Hence this becomes what? Wrong. Okay, next, if the rank of Q is, again statement, if the rank of Q is 3, if the rank of Q is 3 here, okay, then that of T is 5. T is 5 ಬರಬೇಕಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. 2 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರಬೇಕಾ? ಸೊ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಸೊ ಇದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಸೊ rank of T is how much? 2. That case. So this also becomes wrong. Neither 1 nor 2. Correct. ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ? ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಇದೇನು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಡೇಟಾ ಸಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲ, only one. Okay, what is the value of x and y? 1/3 and 2. Okay, it is between 1/3 and 2. ಇದೇನಿದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದು? This is x plus 1 by x, x plus 1 whole divided by x ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲ? ಹೀಗಲ್ವಾ? Okay, this is the statement 1, right? Statement 2 is square root of 1 plus y square divided by y. Correct, Alvino? One by x adu whole by x alva? X square hingapa? Okay. One by one. Correct? Okay. Let's assume some values here. X is equal to 0.5 square root ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ ನಮಗೆ? ಇರ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Y is equal to 1. Okay, so it lies between what? 1/3 and 2. Isn't it or not? Okay, we'll take this one first case. X ಹೇಳಿ 0.5 plus 1 by 0.5. Is it less than 1 plus 1 by 1? What is 1 by half? 2. So this becomes 2.5. Is it less than 2? No, right? Okay. So which of this one? This becomes wrong here, right? Madam, x y value substitute ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. x assume ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಇದು 1/3 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 0.33 ನ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಆ 0.33 ಮತ್ತೆ 2 ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರಬೇಕಂತೆ. ಇದೆಯಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್? ಓಕೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಗಿಂತ ಯಾವ್ದು ದೊಡ್ಡದು? ಅಥವಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ವೈಗಿಂತ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ತಾನೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ವೈ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಚಿಕ್ಕದು, ಇದು ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಂಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಮೋರ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಮೋರ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಲೆಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೇಸ್ 0.5 ಅಲ್ಲ 1 ಅಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, 1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 1 root of 1 plus 0.5 whole square divided by 0.5, which is nothing but what here? 1 plus 1 root 2 by 1, which is nothing but here root of 1 plus 0.5 square. 0.5 square is 0.25. Okay, 0.25 is 1.25 divided by 0.5. What I'll do is I'll square on both the sides here. Okay, which is equal to 4 by 1, which is less than what here? Cancels here. So 1.25 divided by 0.25. How many times this one? 5 times. 4, is it less than 5? Yes. So only can take and assume. Okay, if any one of the condition is false, then false. Okay, there are 4 types of weights, namely 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, 10 kg. What is the maximum number of different ways one can measure 20 kg if at least 8 but not more than 11 kgs of weight? Okay, see, this is very similar to earlier also we have got this kind of question. Okay, scoring of runs 25 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, and also counting of money, you have to pay 107 rupee. Okay, using the denomination 10 rupee, 1 rupee, 50 rupees. Okay, very similarly, but he says here at least 8 but not more than 11 weights of 1 kg has to be used. Means maximum how many you can use? 11, minimum 8. So 1 kg, 2 kgs, 5 kgs and 10 kgs. So we have to make how many kgs? Target is to make 20 kgs. Okay, I'll start from the minimum. Minimum is only 8. If I take 8 here, how many possibilities? 8. Udidhen madli. Go from the maximum here. Can I use 1 here? Okay, estaito 18 kg. Can I use 2 out of 2? Okay, 2 kg I have taken from here. Next to 8, can I take here? Can I use 10? No, already been used. Can I take here 10? Means 2 I am taking. I am making 10 kgs out of 5 kgs. Okay, similarly here 2 kgs required. 20. Aita. Okay, again 8. Idu onda. If I take only 1 here, okay, that becomes 5 kg. 8 plus 5, 13. Udidestu 7. Idral madboda? No, not possible there. Then what to do? This has to be taken, right? Okay, history 12 kgs, right? 8 plus 12, 6 such kgs I am taken. Okay, 8 plus 12, which is 20. Okay, so we have taken everything here. What else? 9 togoti. Second possibility. Okay, 9 togoti. 9 togondre, can I use this one? No, because that becomes 19. We don't have anything. Then can I take this one? 2 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಾಗಲ್ಲ, 1 ತಗೋತೀನಿ. Okay, 5 kg. 9 plus 5, 14. Can I take 6 out of this one? Yes, 20 ಆಯ್ತಾ? Anything else? 9. Okay, I can't make only with this one. Okay, ಇದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ. 10 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 10 kg ಒಂದಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, 10 kg. Okay, 10. What else we can take? This one 10. This one 10 can we take? Yes, 10. This one can we take 10? Yes. What else? That's it, right? 10. 10, 10, 20 ಆಯ್ತು. 11 ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. 11 is an odd number. We need one more odd to make it even. Not possible, right? Okay, yeah, 5. The 10 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಾಗಲ್ಲ. This is 5 kg. So this will be 4. Possible? Yes. Then what else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I guess. ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯೇನಪ್ಪ? ಏನು ಹೊಳಿತಿಲ್ಲ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, 8 plus 9. That's too close. 8 to 9 to 10 ಇದೆಯಾ? 11 ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣದೆಲ್ಲಾರು ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅವನು. ಓಕೆ, ಆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನೌ ಲೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ 8. ಓಕೆ, Oh, one note of data sufficiency. There are 4 options here. Select the option if the question can be answered using one of this statement alone, but cannot be answered using other statement alone. Okay, ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡೋಣ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ X receives 3 coins. So ಅದೇ ತರ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ. X receives 3 coins of different denominations. 1, 2, 5, 10, 20. Okay, X receives 3 coins, different denomination, 1, 2, 3. How many coins are there? 5 coins are there. Okay, 5 coins are there. You have to choose 3. How many possible ways you can choose 3? 5C3, which is nothing but 5 into 4 into 3 divided by 3 into 2 into 1, which is nothing but how many cases? Only 10 possibilities. 5C2 or 5C3. Only 10 possibilities are there in which you can take 3. Okay. If the total amount received by X, a person who's called X, is receiving a total amount of what? M. Does X receive a coin of denomination 5? Okay. Sum madana iga. The sum of this, in which one of the coin has to be what? 5. If the total amount received by X is M. Okay. Now, he says M is not a prime number. Let's say we'll take 5. We have to take how many coins? 3 coins out of 5. And one of the coin I'll include 5. 5 include monthly. Okay. If I take 5, what are the remaining 2 coins I can take? 1 and 2. Hig bandirboda? Bandirboda. Alva? Or else see. 3 positions required, right? In these 3 positions here, first position is fixed for 5. So how many choice? Only 1 choice. For these 2 positions, I'm left with how many other choice? Here other choice. How many choices are there? 5 choice ittu. 1 aitu. Here 4, here 3. So how many such cases? 12 such. ಏನಪ್ಪ? ಓಕೆ ತಡೀರೋ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಆಯ್ತು. 5 ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ? Okay, 5, 1, 2 possible. Next 5. 1 and 5 possible. 5 aitala. 10 possible. Yes. 5, 1, 20 possible. Yes. Next to 5, 2, 10 possible. 5, 2 and 20 possible. This case aitu. Next 5, 10 and 20 possible. So how many such cases? 6 cases. Alle 12 bantu. ಏನಕ್ಕೋ? Okay, ನೋಡೋಣ ಬಿಡಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಇರ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ. Okay, now see, look here. Now M is the sum of the money. I have taken 5 rupee. One has the 5 rupee. Let's check this one. 5, 1, 2 totally 8. This is 16. This will be 26. This is 17. This is 27. This is 35. Howda? M is not a prime number. Sure, M is not a prime number. Yes. M is not a prime number. Yes. M is not a prime number, but M is a prime number. Hence, this becomes what? Yeah, we cannot use the statement 1. We cannot know by sure that M is a prime number or not here. Okay. Next, the sum of the digit of M is greater than 5. Greater than 5. The sum of the digits of M is greater than 5. It's greater than 5 only, right? In all these cases. Can it be less than 5 also? Yes. See, 1, 2, 10 if you take. See, sum of the digits is how much here? Or else 1 plus 2 plus 10 is, digits of M is greater than 5. Here, wait. Greater than 5. Yeah, in this case is greater than 5. I am proving less than 5 also. See, 1, I am taking 3 digits, madam. 1, 2, 5. See, does X receive a coin of denomination 5? He is asking. Is he receiving 5? Okay. If he has not received 5 here, the sum of the digits of M is greater than 5. In this case here, 1, 2, 10 here, how much? 10 to 12, 13. Sum is how much here? 4. Isn't it or not? Sum is 4. Is he saying, see, the sum of the digits of M is greater than 5? No, it is less than 5. Hence, we cannot know that one of the coin has to be what? 5. So using both the statements, we cannot answer this one. Heading, using both the statements also, we cannot answer this case. Okay, comprehend later on. Let's move to the next one. Next two. For two distinct real numbers x and y, which of the following is bigger? Statement ella. Content no regress putidare idna. Yenappa? X square less than 1, then okay. Which of the following is bigger, x or y antana? Okay, let's assume a value. X square is less than, y is less than 1. Give me a value of x and y here, where x square, y. Okay, something root baranta tagalana. X is equal to 0.25. Okay, what is root of 0.25? 0.5. What is square of 0.25? 0.625. Okay, similarly, y tagalana. 0.36. What is the root of 0.36? 0.6. Okay, 36 square, 1296. 0.1296 that would be. Okay, now first case will do. Okay, x square. What is x square here? First case, statement 1 I am applying. X square is how much? 0.625 is less than, y is how much? 0.6 is less than what here? 1. Is it true? It's false, right? Okay. Now, using only statement 1, we cannot find out that it's a greater or lesser. Okay. Second case, no. Y is less than, y is how much? 0.36 is less than square root of, what is square root of x? 0.5 is less than 1. Is it correct? 0.36, is it less than? See, they are the increasing and decreasing order here. Yes, this one is correct here, statement 1. Okay, statement 2 is correct. Got it? Okay. Okay, yeah. This has to be 0.0625. Correct. 0.0625. In that case, see, in both the cases, what is correct here? X is also statement on statement 2. So both the statement we cannot find out. Let's combine these two statements. Let's see. Okay, see, I'll put this y here itself. So x square, okay, is less than y is less than root x is equal to 1. Hingak nodana iga. What is x square value? 0.0625. Y value is 0.36. Root of x is 0.5. Less than 1? Yes. Okay. Using individually we cannot conclude. But combining both, can we conclude? Yes. So what is the appropriate answer here? Select the option if the question can be answered using both the statements together, but cannot be answered using either statement alone. Okay. So observe this one later on. Now, if x and y are integers, then x is even. X and y are integers, let's say. Integers means can be positive as well as what? Negative. X is even. Statement x square, y square is even. Is it even? You take any number here, x, even or odd. If you square it, okay, it becomes even or odd. 3 square is 2. Even or odd. Isn't it or not? Okay. Now, statement 1, x square and y square, x square into y square. See, for example, let's say x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. Both are even. Okay. I'll take one even and one is odd. X is 3 and y is 3. One odd even. Okay. Y is equal to 4. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 3. Correct? Huh? Okay. Odd, even, odd, ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯಾ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್? ಈವನ್ ಆಡ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾ ಏನ್ರಿ? ಆರ್ಡರ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಆಡ್ ಈವನ್ ಆಡ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Correct? These are the possible conditions there. Okay. Look here now. If x and y are integers, then x is even. In this case, is it possible? This one, x square, y square, is it even? X and y are integers, then x is even. He says x has to be even. Can we prove it or not? Let's see. Statement, x square, y square is even. See, what is x square? 1 square. What is y square? See, if one of them is even, that has to be even only, right? Okay. In this case also it's even, right? Okay. In this case, odd. Okay. In this case, see, 2 square, 4 square, even. So, in 3 cases, we can find out that it is even. But one of the case it is ulta ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. Oh yeah, 3 cases. Hence, in one of the case, we cannot prove that where x is even or not. Second case ಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. Statement 1 plus x square plus y square, is it odd? 1 plus x square plus y square is odd here. Okay, see, what is this one here? Even or odd? Even plus 1, which will be equal to what? Odd. Okay, in this case, even or odd here? Even. Okay, x square plus y square, even, madam. Okay, plus 1, is it even or odd? Odd. In this case, x square plus y square. See, this is 1 square, this is 3 square, which is 9 plus 1, 10, even. Plus 1 is odd. Okay, this one, 2 square plus 3 square. 4, 9, 13. What is it? Odd. Plus 1 is even. Okay, so in this case also, what happens here? Yeah, so using both the statements also, we cannot find out whether x is particularly even or not. So option C again. Okay, we'll validate this one. As of now, itgandirana idda. Okay. Okay, see, I have ambiguity in this question here. Data sufficiency, one of the question I have an ambiguity here. Let's keep this one as of now. So this is the explanation for 2026. Okay, as of now, I try to give you the accuracy. 1 or 2 maybe here and there mistake might have happened there. When we get the key answers, we'll verify that. Okay, sir. Okay, thank you and congratulations for those who have qualified, and those who haven't, come on, keep learning. Okay, see you in the class. Thank you.